Okay, let's do the last 6 questions of part 1. And we'll start with question 18. Now, 16 is really 2 to the 4th power. You know, you can put in 16 shift factorial. You should know, actually, the powers of 2, so you don't need to do that. 2 to the 4 is 16 times another 2 is 32 times another 2 to the 6th power. That's 64. See, prime factors are nice because now you can go 4 times 2x is 8x, 6 times x is x, and 8x plus 6x is 2 to the 14x. There's question 18 done. Let's try 21. Okay, now this is a little different. If you see a minus there, you're going to have to factor. And what do you see in both? 3 to the n power, 3 to the n power. And what you do is you put it outside like you do with all fracting. Fracting, what's fracting? Like all factoring, you put it outside of the bracket like this. And you write a 3 here. And you go 3 times 3 here. If you multiply two things to the same base, to make it n plus 2, we'll have to put a 2 there. There, I factored it. And now, if I'm going 3 to the n, I'll need a minus and a 3. I've already got the n. All I have to do is put a minus 1 there, and then that works. 3 to the n times minus 3 to the minus 1 equals that. Well, gee, but guess what's going to happen now? That is going to be really nice because what happens is the stuff in the bracket is just a number. I don't know where that y came from. Well, let's get rid of that. That's just a number. That's 9 minus 3 to the minus 1 is a third. And you can go 20. That's 27 over 3 minus 1 over 3. It's 26 over 3 times 3 to the n. I put the number and then because that's the way you do algebra. Let's try 22. You've got, it's the same thing. Look at here. You've got 5 to the 2, and then there's a minus 2n. But 25 is really 5 squared. So 5 squared, 2 times, oh, that's minus 2n. So what do you see in both? I see 5 to the minus 2n there. I have to put the 5 squared there so that when I multiply, because we're factoring again, when I multiply, I get back to here. And 5 to the minus 2n times 1 gives me 5 to the 2n. And I think I made one little mistake here. Can you see the mistake? It says plus, and I went and made it a minus. That looks like a mistake to me. So what we should do is change that to a plus. Well, that's easy to do. It goes like that. It'll be a plus right there instead of a minus. Let's say it's a plus like that. Ooh, it doesn't want to make it. Anyways, it's plus 1. And what's 25 plus 1? 25 plus 1 equals 26. So that's going to be a 6. So that's going to change a bit because that's got to be a 6 right there. We'll put a 6. It's got to equal 26. Make it a little bigger so it doesn't look so funny. Okay, all right. It's got to equal 26. Okay, 26 times 1 over, or 26 over 5 to the 2n. I took the minus 2n and put it down there. So actually it might be better to just write it as 26 over 5 to the 2n. That would be pretty good. Okay, let's look at the last 2 questions. Gee, this one's easy. B to the 2x divided by b to the x. What do they put that in there? You just write down b and you go 2x minus x. 2x minus 1x is just x. The very last question, let's see. 1 over 4 is 4 to the minus 1. But, oh yeah, minus times minus is n, but 4 is 2 squared, so it's 2 to the 2n. That's 2 to the 2n plus 1. 16 is really 2 to the 4th power, but 4 times n divided by 2, that's 2n. Well, look at all these 2 to the 2n's. There's 1, 2, 3 of them. That's a common factor. You put it right there, and then you write down 1. 2 to the n times 1 gives me that. 2 to the n times 2 to the 1 will give me 2 to the 2n plus 1. And 2 to the 2n times minus 3 will give me this. Oh, but hang on. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. So this all turns into nothing at all, to 0. There you go.